Hey there, everyone. This is Sergey. This is Luxury Living Naples, and that's the channel where we're touring luxury homes, high-end clubs, yacht clubs, country clubs, fine dining, and in many, many other places, which makes Naples and its metropolitan area one of a kind destinations in the country. And today, here we are sitting down with Missy Duffy, General Manager of Marco Island Yacht Club, and we'll be looking into luxury lifestyle on the water. Hi, Missy. How are you?
Hi, Sergey. Thanks for having me. I'm wonderful.
Thank you. Excellent. So we'll be looking into a few things, and we will truly get to know today what it takes to become a member of this club, and what amenities we have here, and what it really looks like to be a member here. Question number one, Missy, could you introduce us a little bit to the club and tell us a little bit about the history and the nature of the club?
Sure, absolutely. So Marco Island Yacht Club was first founded in the 1960s. And in 2001, there was a group of members that actually purchased the land from the original developer and made Marco Island Yacht Club kind of what it is today. So in 2026, we're celebrating our 25th year as Marco Island Yacht Club as we know it today. And throughout the years, Marco Island Yacht Club has gone through many, many changes. Most recently in 2024, we completed a multi-million-dollar renovation of the clubhouse from the top down, inside out. The only thing that stayed the same at this clubhouse were the 4 exterior walls. Everything else changed, the floor plan changed. All of it is brand new. We also added in 2022, what kind of sparked this renovation is in 2022, we added a full service 27 slip marina that caters primarily to yachts and mega yachts. So that kind of changed the direction of the yacht club a little bit.
Oh, wow. So as I was researching about the club, so basically club may accommodate casual boaters and true lifetime enthusiasts who are really into that type of lifestyle.
Yes. Marco Island, here on Marco Island, we're surrounded by water. Most of the homes on Marco Island are actually waterfront homes. It was originally developed to be that way. So a lot of people on Marco Island are boaters. And when they are looking for kind of a destination on their boat, this becomes a great place to have that sense of community, and also gives you an on-the-water destination where you can pull up and have lunch and hang out with your friends and kind of have that casual feel at the same time.
Wow, what a beautiful mix. Thank you, Missy. All right, now let's look into the next question. All right, another question we have here is to learn more about Marco Island Yacht Club is, well, how different it is from any other club in Southwest Florida.
Sure, that's a great question. So Southwest Florida is kind of a prime location for many, many clubs of all different kinds. So here at Marco Island, we are primarily a yacht club. What makes us different, in my opinion, is that this is a very small club. We have about 250 members. So generally speaking, yacht clubs or even country clubs around have double that, even closer to 1,000 members. So us being small kind of gives us more of a family atmosphere. We have wonderful, very, very nice members who are very active in the club. We have great member participation. And I think one of the things that makes it so fun to be part of this club, even as a staff member, is the fact that we all really treat each other like family. And in that smaller environment, what we're able to do is really get to know you personally and cater to the individual preferences that our members have.
Great. Speaking about 200 members, do you have any waiting lists? How do you feel how the demand is going?
So the demand is going great. We currently have about a handful of memberships left for sale, and then we're going to be on a waiting list. So if you're interested, this will be the time to come and purchase a membership.
That's awesome. So, okay, the next question to Missy is, well, what kind of a typical member is in a club? How would you identify the typical member?
Sure, that's another great question. So a lot of our members recently have come from people that have recently moved to the area, and they're looking to belong to a sense of community. Generally speaking, our members are retired or recently retired. They're looking for an activity to do. And we have, primarily in Southwest Florida, we have a lot of people from the Midwest. So we do get a lot of Midwesterners here, and they're all very, very nice. Particularly in Marco Island Yacht Club, it's a bit of an understated elegance that we have here. So we aren't as formal as a traditional golf club, meaning if you have a boat and you want to hop off your boat in your shorts and flip-flops and just come onto the Burgee Bar and grab a cheeseburger, this is the place that you can do that.
Wow. Speaking of that, do I have to have a boat to belong to the club, or
No, that's an excellent question, and we get that question all the time. You do not have to have a boat to belong to the club. We do many on the water activities as part of our member events that we organize. And if you don't have a boat, we're going to put you on a boat with somebody else, so you'll still get to have that same on the water experience.
Great. So I'm sure somebody watching and thinking about belonging potentially to the club, how far in advance would you recommend people to think about, getting into the membership?
Well, that's another excellent question. So in season, we are a little bit busier. And if it's something that you're interested in doing, we do recommend you join, when you're here in person before you go home for the summer, so that you can get to know us and get to know how the club works. And then when you return next season, you'll be kind of ready to just integrate right into the membership.
Excellent. I think this is very valuable information, especially for those who are thinking about relocation, about resetting or setting their life up here in Southwest Florida.
Yes.
All right, Missy, the next question would be great to know is what would be the typical day-to-day lifestyle of a member here in the club?
Sure. So the members, what we've tried to do, since we are a relatively small membership, is we really try to offer something in particular for everybody. So we have complimentary fitness classes for the members. We do yoga twice a week here. We also have a full service marina. So we have personnel that can help you with your boat at any time of day. And then in the evenings, we have a lot of events. We do cooking classes. We do a lot of fine dining events with revolving around wine and socialization, a lot of live music. And so really the members can come and do so many different options. We have people that come in and do yoga and then grab some lunch and then maybe head home. We have people that come in the afternoon and just hang out at the bar and maybe watch some sports downstairs. And then at night is really when we see the largest level of activity. We have a very busy a la carte restaurant that serves about 100 people a night downstairs.
That's
and
impressive.
if you're a member here, we'll make sure you always have a table.
Nice.
And we will always cater to your personal preferences. So we get a lot of people coming in for dinner. Then maybe after dinner, they hang out at the fire pit and eat some s'mores and have an espresso martini.
Wow.
And so we can really take care of you from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you're ready to go to bed at Marco midnight, which is 9 p.m. here.
Wow. So definitely it's not just boating, it's a full package which you receive.
Yes,
with,
it's a very social
membership.
club. It's where you come to meet your friends.
Wow. And you mentioned about the kitchen and the service. Maybe you have a few words to say specifically about your kitchen, your...
Absolutely. Yes. So we're very lucky to have a wonderful chef, Chef Lauren Cogswell. He's been a chef in the area for a long time. He came from the Ritz-Carlton, actually, down in the Cayman Islands, where he worked in a 3 Michelin star restaurant. So he's bringing a really unique sense of fine dining here to Marco Island Yacht Club. Something that Lauren and I, when we first met and he came on board here, something that's very important to both of us is the quality of the food and the ingredients that we use. So everything that comes in this building, we don't have anything coming out of a freezer. Everything is fresh.
Oh, that's
everything is handmade.
Yeah.
All of our salad dressings, every topping that you have on all of your food is made fresh. And then we do a lot of organic fruits and vegetables as well, with a lot of local purveyors.
Well, that sounds like the club's kitchen may satisfy even the most exquisite choices and tastes and desires.
And it doesn't matter what your personal preferences are. We actually have a software system that we use to keep profiles on all of our members. So if you come in and there's something that you just absolutely don't like to eat, the computer will tell us that in our kitchen. We have a high-tech kitchen.
Oh, amazing.
So everything, every station has its own computer system. And if you come in and you have a preference that, you don't ever want to eat eggs, for example, that's going to come up on every single screen, and we're going to make sure that we don't serve that to you.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Look at that thing. And well, it's truly making Marco Island Yacht Club as one of the top destinations here in Southwest Florida.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Missy. All right, the next question is how central is boating to the experience overall in a club?
So boating is absolutely the central part of our experience here at Marco Island Yacht Club. We do a lot of on-the-water activities. So we do sunset cruises where the members volunteer their own boats, and we're able to put people on the boats and go out, watch the sunset, come back and eat dinner together. We do long-term cruises overnight, maybe to Key West or Sarasota. We do a lot of day cruises where it's just a daytime destination around here on the island, and it gets a lot of participation. We most recently did a scavenger hunt and a fishing tournament last week where we had a lot of member participation. Yeah.
That's very, very engaging and interesting.
Yes, yeah, and the members love to take part in this kind of thing. We try to make it fun, and we just had the award ceremony last night. Actually, it was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, the next question I'm sure everybody would like to know, well, what type of yachts and boats does the club serve regularly?
Sure. So we're actually one of the only destinations in Southwest Florida that can accommodate yachts up to 130 feet. So we see yachts of all different shapes and sizes. We are also open to the public. So if you're passing through this area, you can call ahead and we can help you find dockage for your boat here. The Marina, when it was completed in 2022, is able to not only supply space and dock space for these yachts, but electricity as well, because a lot of these yachts use as much electricity as a house.
Wow.
So it can be very difficult when you have multiple yachts on the dock to make sure that everybody's getting adequate power. So that's one of the things that we offer, and we see yachts of all different sizes that are passing through, come and stop. People from the East Coast, different clubs will like to come and stop here. And the boats that we have in our marina now range from about 50 feet up to 130 feet. And the price range for that is anywhere from, 2 million all the way up to 25 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
So speaking of the financial side of it, so what would be the typical costs, owning a yacht, maybe for a typical
Sure.
owner?
So that can range as well. If you have a full service crew on your yacht at all times and you're paying for dockage and maybe you're moving around and going to the Caribbean for a few months and then up to New England for a few months, some of these yacht programs can run at about $1 million a year.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you definitely have to prepare before you step into this world.
Yes, and one of the most common things that we see is people may purchase a yacht without thinking of where they're going to dock it. And in Southwest Florida, we generally have more shallow water over here and not a lot of dock space. So we do get a lot of calls of people that are desperate for dock space. So the initial purchase is only part of it. The upkeep and the
Exactly.
docking afterward is something that should be considered before you're making the purchase.
See, I like that.
Yes, very
that's
important.
That's a super important detail.
Very important
because
detail.
I'm sure as we're discussing the club and its amenities and social life, many of you get inspired about ownership of a yacht.
Yes.
And I think, as Missy brought it up, you have to make a little checklist.
Yes,
before,
you
right?
do. You want to make a checklist before. Absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you, Missy.
Okay.
The next question would be is that what kind of maybe 2-3 major social events you have in the club for the members during the year?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a wide range of events here at the club. We have everything from this year we did a Cheeseburger in Paradise themed party with a full
So cool.
7-piece Jimmy Buffett cover band.
Wow.
That was incredible. It was very well attended. That's more casual. It'll take place downstairs in our courtyard. And that's, more action stations, buffet style. And then recently we did the Commodore's Ball, which is a black tie gala that we do once a year when we instate the new Commodore. Which is always a very popular event as well. And we do everything in between, from musical bingo to dancing nights to just live music and buffet every single Tuesday, which we do downstairs. We do a lot of wine dinners where our chef creates special menus that pair with specific wines. And then you're able to purchase the wines after. We do a lot of games that we have here. Car club that we're getting started now. There's many different things that you can do.
So basically the social side is well taken care of. And
the social side is very well taken care of, and it's very busy in season. Most of these events, including golf, we go play golf together as well. And these things are just very busy in season.
Yeah, it looks like the sense of camaraderie, community is there.
Yes.
Like 200%.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
one thing that I love about our membership is they love to hang out together. So getting them all together is a really fun time for everybody.
That's cool. All right, the next question would be, what would be the top a few amenities which club offers, which makes it, again, quite unique and accommodative to its members?
So the club offers a lot of different things, and one of the things that we've changed in the renovation is we added more dining areas. So we have many different dining venues that can kind of accommodate different types of events. So if you're not interested in the fine dining wine events, we always have a place for you to come downstairs and grab a cheeseburger. We have a beautiful state-of-the-art marina that's brand new. It was finished just a couple of years ago in 2022. We also do a lot of trips together. So we do concierge level service. So if you want to
that's
go
wonderful.
to Napa Valley, for example, we're planning a trip in October where we're actually taking our members out to Napa. Next year, we'd like to go to Italy. And we have a lot of connections over there. One unique thing that we did this
That's
year
very cool.
is we actually flew a Michelin star chef in from Italy with his entire team to do private dinners for our members.
Wow.
So we did a total of 6 dinners. We did 12 to 14 people a night. And we brought in Chef Christian Malone from Trattoria Zappatore in Pinerolo, Italy. And they came in and did special dinners for our members. It was a really unique experience.
How unique and special it is.
Yes.
I'm sure it was a surprise for them.
It was quite a surprise for them to find out that we were doing this privately just for them. There aren't a lot of Michelin star restaurants in this part of Florida.
Exactly.
So this
That's
was kind of a really unique opportunity for the members to do something different.
Yeah, such an add-on.
Yes, very cool.
Thank you, Missy. And the next question will be about the dining. So is it more coastal casual or fine dining experience you're going to receive here? So what do you think, Missy? What would be the best answer?
That's a great question. I think the best answer is that we really offer an array of both. So you can come and specifically just do coastal casual and sit downstairs in flip-flops and a t-shirt.
Right.
You can come upstairs when we do our fine dining pairing menus, and that is exclusively fine dining with tasting menus with luxury china and all of the amenities. We have an in-house som that will pair wine for you. And then what we typically do in our a la carte restaurant every night of the week is kind of a combination of both. So we try to keep the service very friendly, but at the same time, we do fine dining service every single night. So you're still having kind of a casual, relaxed atmosphere, but you're having that really elegant, refined meal that's being served to you with all of the fine dining techniques.
Wow. See, so basically it's definitely a combination of both, and you'll be very, very satisfied. Either you want to just have a quick bite, or you want to have a true ultimate experience with your surroundings, with your family or friends.
Yes, exactly.
And the next question, just about the destination itself. What do you think truly draws people here as opposed to other destinations?
Oh, I love that question. So Marco Island is so unique. Marco Island is a little bit further away than Naples. You have to come down and go over the bridge to get to Marco Island. We all down here on Marco Island feel like that keeps us a little bit quiet and a little bit exclusive, although it's become a lot more of a popular destination in the last couple of years, which has really seen an uptick in the amount of people that come and join clubs because everything is so busy right now on Marco Island. We go up to about 100,000 people in season here on Marco Island. Out of season, it's only about 10,000 live here year round. So it definitely has become more of a tourist destination. Marco Island in general is absolutely beautiful. You have beautiful white sand beaches and blue water, amazing boating. We can go on day cruises and find a lot of different lunch destinations and things like that. You find generally really friendly people and a lot of beautiful homes down here on Marco Island if you like a little bit of a slower pace of life.
I think someone who have not been ever here definitely should book a trip and come down here and just enjoy this beautiful island, beautiful place, and just put everything on hold for a second.
Yes, that's exactly what Marco Island is all about.
Excellent. All right, here's another question about boarding experience. So out of your experience in the industry, what do you think, what kind of experience on the water or overall people get if they have a boat for $200, $500, or $1 million?
Oh, that's a great question. So I like that question because it really shows that you can get a boat for really any amount of money and still enjoy it. So if you're in that $200,000 range, you can buy a nice center console that's going to get you out there and take you fishing, do a lot of day trips and things like that. There's plenty of boats that are in that price range. As you move on up into the $500,000 and $1 million range, that's where you're getting things, with a cabin that you're going to be able to sleep on and do a little bit more long-term destinations that kind of transitions you into out of the camping lifestyle and maybe into a more like exclusive RV type of thing. But there is something for everyone out there.
Right. So definitely you don't have to start with 1 million and above. You can definitely join the club, experience this lifestyle, even on a lower budget, and build your way up.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. This concludes the podcast, and we want to thank Missy for sharing so much valuable information.
Of course, my pleasure.
Everyone who is watching this, they definitely should come down here, see the club, and enjoy the amenities, the social life, and just simply, like I said, put a life on hold and feel it from inside.
Yes, absolutely. We invite you to come down and visit anytime. Thank you so much for having me. This has been great.
Thank you, Ms.